Welcome back everyone. Today, we are going to solve this interesting lead code problem. Problem 838. Push dominoes. Here's the problem. Let's say we are given this example input. Before jumping into the code, let's take a moment to fully understand what this problem is asking. We are given a string representing a row of dominoes where each character can be L, meaning that the domino is getting pushed to the left. R, meaning that domino is getting pushed to the right. Dot, meaning that domino is currently standing upright. When a domino gets pushed to the right, all upright dominoes to its immediate right may start falling to the right as well, depending on what else is around them. When a domino gets pushed to the left, all upright dominoes to its left may get pulled to the left again, depending on the context. So these standing dominoes are sort of in a neutral state. They are waiting to be pushed, either from the left or from the right. Sometimes a standing domino might be pushed from both sides, and depending on which side reaches first, it could fall to one side or stay upright if both pushers cancel each other out. So the final state of the dominoes is determined by how far the influence from an L or R travels and which direction reaches a standing domino first. Now let's walk through the complete code, step by step. First, we will define a function called pushDominoes that takes a string dominoes as input in this lead code pushdominoes.js file. Then we store the length of the dominoes string so we can loop efficiently. Now we are going to collect all the dominoes that have a direction applied, that is, only L or R. For each one, we store its symbol and its position. Here's a clever trick. We add a virtual domino L at position -1 to handle edge cases at the beginning of the string. Think of it like a fake force to the left that helps us simulate cleanly. Next, we loop through the actual input string. For each domino that is either L or R, we push its symbol and index into our arrays. This gives us a timeline of where and how forces are applied. Again, we use a virtual domino at the end, this time in R, at position N. This helps us handle the final edge case cleanly at the end of the string. Now, we split the input string into an array of characters so we can modify it in place. We now loop through each pair of consecutive forces, so like from one R to the next L or L to L, etc. Here we grab the current pair's symbol and position for easier reference. If the left and right symbols are the same, like R dot 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 R or L dot 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 L, we just fill all dominoes in between with the same force. They all fall in that direction. Now, if we have an R dot 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 L pattern, forces are falling toward each other. So we simulate a tug of war. From the left, dominoes fall right. From the right, dominoes fall left. We move inward, applying R and L until they meet or cross. Notice, we don't need an else block for L dot 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 R because in that case, the dominoes in between remain upright. They are not affected. Finally, we join the characters array back into a string and return the result. Here are a few test cases to check our implementation. In the first one, we see how dominoes fall in both directions. In the second, we test an edge case. In the third, we check alternating forces. And that's it. We efficiently simulated the domino falling using two-pointer logic and virtual boundaries. Oh, wait a minute, we forgot to test the input we used in the explanation. Hope you found this helpful. If you liked this explanation, give the video a like and subscribe for more problem breakdowns like this.